Hello clever people, and welcome to my review for the LEGO Movie 2, the second part. So the LEGO Movie 2 is a continuation of the LEGO Movie from 2014, which a lot of people thought looked really stupid. I was a kid at the time though, so I was super excited, and it got really well reviewed. It did extremely well at the box office, so afterwards they went and made a LEGO Batman movie, a LEGO Ninjago movie, and now finally a LEGO Movie 2. So this is actually a really sentimental review for me because the first movie I ever reviewed was the LEGO Movie back in 2014, 5 years ago. And I'll link it in the description below if you want to see it, to see the difference between then and now. I have changed a lot as a person since then. That'll be obvious when you see it. And I liked the way that this movie did kind of go with that. The film's plot is about Emmett, who is the main LEGO figure. He's the hero, the everyday man that's the hero. And his friends are taken away, and he has to go into outer space to try and stop the LEGO event from happening. And that seems very simplistic, but in that, there are a lot of themes about growing up, and there's a lot of themes about getting older and everything not feeling like it's awesome anymore. And that's a theme that kids won't understand. Kids will go into this movie and see a LEGO movie and just say, wow, that's great, I love it. But it's a theme that really worked for me because, like I said, when I was a kid, back when the original LEGO movie came out, everything was awesome in my head. And this movie, everything's not awesome, and it addresses that, and it addresses how hard growing up is, and how it's not easy to grow up, but it's something everybody goes through, and ways to be happy with that anyways. And I loved that theme. I thought it was beautiful, and I think that it's great that a movie could include that without sacrificing the entertainment of the kids. The kids were still entertained by this movie. They had a lot of stimulation, a lot of colors, a lot of jokes, lots of things flying at you really fast. So kids could still be entertained by this movie, but normal adults could find a deeper meaning than kids would, that kids would go back on and look at and admire. And that's the thing that great kids movies can do. And still, this movie does have that crazy, fast-paced, that ultra entertaining style, and it works. It works so well because this movie is so entertaining. From the moment it starts to the moment it ends, it's go, go, go. It does not slow down at all, and I loved that, and I was so happy to see that. I still think that the LEGO Movie, I mean, it's got its problems. It's not for everybody. I saw it with people who didn't like it. I understand that this movie has some structural problems. I understand there's things like that, but in my eyes, this was the perfect sequel that it could have been. Like this, there's no way that they could have made a sequel to the LEGO Movie and had it been more perfect for me in the moment. And I'm really, really glad for that. The animation too still looks incredible. That mix of stop motion and normal animation was great. I loved all of the LEGO destruction. There's so many jokes in the movie. Literally every 5 seconds there's a joke, but it doesn't feel like overkill. Most of them land, about 90% of them, which is incredible. And overall, it's just a movie that really caught my attention, and I'm really, really glad that it turned out the way it did. I will give the LEGO Movie 2 an 8 out of 10. I think this will be my #1 movie of the year for a while. I always say that, and then there's some movie that comes out like a few weeks later that I'm just blown away by. But as of right now, it's my favorite of 2019. I hope it stays like that. And I am so, so happy that a sequel turned out this well. So that concludes my review for the LEGO Movie 2. So what are your thoughts on this film, or what do you think of the original? Comment in the comment section below, or click the link below to see my original review. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.